On the final day, you'll have a hair washing, but you'll also be given instructions on aftercare. Be sure to pay close attention. They have so many staff that go over so many different things with you. It's going to feel overwhelming with all the things that you have to do. But keep in mind, there are tons of resources. They have magazines that illustrate specific things, and here's a perfect example of one of those items. The clinic has a wonderful app. The app is personalized for you. It shows the day of your procedure, and it counts you through the day. So if you lose track, once you open up that app, it tells you this is day 1, day 2, day 3. And it has 3 different color-coded sets of boxes on things you can and cannot do. Green is basically a go. Red means you can't do it. And I can't remember the other color. Maybe I got the colors mixed up. It's green. I was going to say yellow. I don't know. Anyway, there's 3 different colors. And when you get the green light, that's a go. Like, for example, you can't do light exercise for 2 weeks. You can't do heavy lifting for 4 weeks, which is a bummer. But you can't do any of that stuff. It tells you when to remove the scabs, when you can sleep on your back or side, so many different things. And if you look here at this app, this is what it looks like, and it's personalized. You download that to your phone. It's good for iPhone and for Android. So it's personalized and it's wonderful. They have wonderful resources, and if you poke around, you'll see it'll tell you things like you can't take finasteride, and if you click on it, it'll tell you why it's important you don't. They're very thorough. I thought HEVA Clinic was extremely thorough. Again, there's so much information. I would say pay attention to what they're telling you and pick up some of those resources that are free to take with you and just look them over and over. I looked mine over and over many times to make sure I got it right, because I think you only have one chance to get this right. And if you start to scratching or rubbing or touching areas you shouldn't touch, you could dislodge some of the transplanted hair and cause problems. So, that's another point. There is a lot of itching. For me, the donor area itched more, and I think they want you to be cautious of that because of the possibility of infections and stuff like that. But the transplant area, ironically, mine didn't itch so much. It really just started maybe yesterday, day 14. But what I skipped over was, now my case was, with some folks, when I went in for the hair washing, I had spots on my hair that were my scalp that were purplish and red in some areas, and they were concerned about bruising. They said I was bruising a little more than some other people or the average person. So they said to make sure that I heal properly, they wanted me to go into what's called a hyperbolic chamber. And at first I thought, no, I'm claustrophobic. I'm not doing the whole hyperbolic chamber, because the only thing I've ever known about hyperbolic chambers was, those little tubes you get inside of and whatever, and I'm claustrophobic. I didn't want to do it. So, but what I'll tell you is they sent me to a place off-site. I did my research. In America, it was very expensive, and there you spend 2 hours in a chamber. It's not really a chamber. In fact, I'm going to put a picture up. It looks like you're inside of an airplane, but the seats are facing each other, and there's probably 12 seats, and you put an oxygen mask on, and you're in there for 2 hours. But you know what? It was no problem, honestly. They're playing a movie in there for you with subtitles, some in English. It was very comfortable. I was extremely nervous being in a foreign country, and I had to go to this place. Nobody else that was with me did, so the chances are very, very slim that you'll have the experience I had. I didn't have to go. The doctor felt that it was advisable that I would heal better and faster if I did it, so I decided to do it. She checked up on me constantly, which I really appreciate. But again, I have no regrets. I think I started to heal a bit faster. I'm not sure what it would have been like had I not done it, but I'm very comfortable with where I am at this point. If you like my video, click the like button, subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment.